Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? This is B-Boy Title.
Benji B, and you're on Decypher.
Welcome to the show. So this is episode 1, and we're going to pretty much run through what this kind of podcast is going to be about and the sections and how we're going to structure the show.
Yeah, we just kind of wanted to give you a little time and to digest what we're here to do, what we're going to show you, and what you can expect every week. So, let's just dive right in.
So, Decypher, Culture Cast. Breaking is the theme, right? Breaking, not breakdance, breaking. The first section we got for today. Inside joke. You'll notice when we get there.
Yeah.
First section that we got is called Daily Drops, and this is where we either of us or a guest may come on and they may bring something, whether it's a mixtape or it's a new track, may not even be breaking. It's something that they vibe to, something that they train to, something that they chill to. That's just like, yo, like, you need to check this out.
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, music is key to this craft, and it does no service to anybody hiding that from everyone. So when we find something cool, we just want to share it to you. And that goes beyond music, which goes into our next segment.
Hold on.
Oh,
In
you
saying
got
that,
one.
in saying that.
Oh,
So this is to commemorate where we come from, right?
That's the one.
Disclaimer: we don't know about the rights, but we're gonna figure this shit out.
I think we got like 3 seconds.
But if you know the intro to this song, okay, hold it there.
Yeah, I think that's long enough. I think we could play that, and everyone, if you're a b-boy or a b-girl, you will know that song.
And if you don't know, now you know. It's Just Begun, the Jimmy Custer Bunch. So much history behind that song.
Yeah. So what's going to happen, we're going to give you those tracks, those mixtapes, and we're going to put it in the show notes below, to the left, to the right, up, down, wherever they are, you'll find them. Just so you can refer back and you can take them, you can download them, and yeah. So then, sorry
Moving
to
on.
jump the gun, moving on. Our next segment after, hottest tracks is Crash or Clean. Clean or Crash.
What does that mean?
So that show, honestly, we're going to scour the internet for you over, however many weeks or months it takes for us to put up another episode. And we're just going to see the hottest videos. We just want to find like the maddest combos, the maddest moves. Maybe someone makes something new and you've never seen it before, and we're going to put that out there.
In breaking, right?
In
Like,
breaking.
highlight moments of breaking.
Yeah, exactly. So we just want you guys to be able to see good and bad. So we are also going to, I guess the bad is more like, we're going to ask you, we're going to put it to you guys. We're going to show you some clips like, is this clean or is it not? Because breaking as a whole is a discussion, it's a conversation. So that's what we want to pitch to you guys.
For reference, in terms of what is clean and what is crash, like crash is usually something when somebody may fail at a move.
Yeah.
Right? In the terms of skateboarding, they say like sketchy.
Yeah.
Or like, what's the other word when it's like perfect? Do they say clean?
Oh, honestly, I don't break. I don't skate.
Yeah,
I don't break. Nah. I don't skate. So I don't know. But when we're talking about clean or crash, we're gonna be quite critical about it as well. If you're scraping your flares, we're gonna call you out on it.
Breaking is about being fresh.
Yeah.
Keeping it clean is so that it can be digested by other people to view.
Yeah.
And that makes it look nice, right?
Yeah.
Crashing is an automatic, not a no-no, but if you were in a battle, so in a competition and you're versing somebody, if you were clean, everybody knows, yo, like he hit his stuff.
Yeah.
If you crash something, it's very common for you to lose the battle because you crashed.
Look, at the end of the day, when you hit a battle, when you enter a battle, you're there to show the best of what you have within yourself. So if you're crashing, it's obviously not your best.
To sum it up, clean or crash, couple of highlight clips of great bad moments within the breaking community around the world, and we're going to just showcase it here, talk about it, and explain the hype.
Yeah, so that's that segment. And then I think we will then move on to a very sentimental segment that we would love to keep going. And that is called Breaking the Code.
aka Decypher.
deciphering the code.
Yeah.
So what this segment is, we're going to throw out some terminology, most likely like one or two. We'll see how much you can digest at one time. And we're just going to break it down. We're just going to have a chat about what the word means, how it's used in the culture and the scene, and just kind of give you that information so that you can take it with how you will. And
this
move
is
forward.
to bridge the gap between like general population and the breaking community so that it can just be understood, right?
Yeah. Because there's nothing worse than like jumping into an event and hearing a whole bunch of terms go out and you have no idea what they mean. So that is deciphering the code.
And our first word for breaking the code is cipher.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Not decipher, but cipher.
Hey, 5 points if you can guess where we got our title from. But yeah, cipher.
What is a cipher? Tell me about it,
man. Decipher to me is the core of breaking, in all honesty. So it's where we go to have exchanges. We exchange with movement. We exchange with energy. It's where B-boys go and B-girls, just breakers, go to thrive and show what they got in a non-competitive battle setting.
To simplify it, cipher is a term in hip-hop, and it refers to a circle, a dance circle, right? And you have it in different communities and different dance styles and other also styles of hip-hop, like a rap cipher. Essentially it happens in a club naturally. You'll have like a group of people start to circle out and they form a dance circle, and this is what has developed and evolved into a cipher. And how it kind of connects to the word in terms of decipher, we're going to have to go to like, what does cipher mean, the actual noun, because I think that translates a lot to how it means in hip hop. But deciphering is to understand something, right? To break down a code. Yeah. And so in terms of a cipher, it's a space to be able to communicate with other people, and you start to build some sort of energy without getting too woo-woo and too like eclectic about it. But you notice like dance circles have been around for centuries. It always happens. It happens at a wedding. It happens at a dance event. It happens in the club. Just happens.
It do even happen when you're just chilling with your friends. So I think that's the core of the word cipher. And it's very, very important to, I would say, jump into ciphers.
Yeah.
When you're at comms.
It's a big part of the culture.
Yeah. I would say it's almost more important to be in the ciphers before and after the actual competition, because that sets the tone, right? That sets the tone for the whole energy of the jam, of the hangout, of the training session, because your training sessions also have ciphers too. So that is where Decypher has come from, and that is also the
we're
term
going to move
cipher.
on to. Yeah. So to summarize, right?
Yep.
Cipher is a dance circle where different people come together and they dance together.
This right now is a cipher.
Just
you know. All right.
You
so
don't know.
that is a prime example of Decipher the Code segment for you guys. And we'll come back with many, many more terminologies for you to learn. Just stay tuned to all the other episodes.
Now we move on into, I guess, our deep dive of our podcast. And this is episode 1, EP 1. And we're talking about what is Decypher, what are we about, who are we, and why are we doing this?
Yeah.
Do you want to start us off, bro?
I think I will.
Yourself
I think I will. So my name is Benji B. I rep the Cruise Circle, and I'm from Western Sydney. So my purpose of Decipher right now is to create a platform where B-boys, B-girls, breakers, and anyone interested in the culture, even if you're not practicing in the art form, if you're interested in hip-hop, music, this is a place where you can come and learn about all of these things. It's a place where we can discuss freely things going on in our community. Like the fact that we have a voice hopefully means that we get to pass that on to anyone watching and anyone wanting to be a part of the scene, so that you guys can have a voice too.
Yeah.
Because if you're not talking about what's going on in the scene, then nobody knows.
Yeah.
Exactly. If you're gonna go rock up to jams and rock up to events and see things that you like, that you don't like, but you don't say anything about it, how can we grow? We have to grow together.
Yeah.
And having spaces like this is for that. And I think, that as a whole, that's what I want to do personally. A more inherent thing for me deep down is I want to show that in this community and in this scene, that there is more things that you can do to be a part of the community than just breaking in itself.
Yeah, totally.
I love dancing. I love breaking. But I'm also realistic in a sense where I know, like, I'm never going to be number one. I just don't.
Okay.
And that's okay.
That's all good.
It's okay. I'm not striving to do that. But it means that there are other avenues like video, talking on podcasts, meeting up with homies, planning events, all that kind of stuff that we want to highlight. I want to highlight that there is more to hip hop and more to breaking than just being on the floor and dancing. And that's my main message. So that's what you'll be getting from me.
That's cool. So my name is Tidal.
You're
B-Boy Tidal, aka Just Ty.
the man.
I represent Breaking Borders. I'm based here in Sydney, but I'm from New Zealand. Decypher to me is a collab project that we came together to figure out because we both had a strong sense of purpose to create a space. For me, it's really important to tell the stories of our community to the general public because it's such a special place that we're in. Like, there's so many lessons that we could learn, and it's such a rich culture that more people need to know about it. And there's not enough talk about it, and we're trying to create a platform where we can talk about it, we can share it to everybody else, we can, like you said, create a space for other people to tell their stories, share what it means to them to be a part of this community, but also we are creating a voice for our scene so that everybody can see us, like breaking is going to be in the Olympics 2024. If you didn't know, if you didn't know, now you know. It's legit. Whether you like it or not, if you didn't even have any idea, it's been decided. And a part of that is, okay, there's going to be this big sort of boom in terms of the exposure that breaking will have. So we need to prepare ourselves.
We got to be ready. We
don't want to have other people talking about breaking and they don't even know what breaking is. You know what I mean? Like, it's more important for us to create a voice for ourselves and better represent our community because it's what we need, right?
We live and breathe this every day, and a lot of you at home probably live and breathe this every day as well. So who better to talk about it than us?
Yeah. Not to say that we're the best B-boys, not to say that like any of that kind of stuff. It's all out of love because we have so much to give back to this culture because we got so much from it. So now it's our role to take responsibility and become leaders for the next phase.
And then also on top of that, it's a space where I can learn more, Ty can learn more, we can learn more. And that's the whole point of bringing on guests, bringing on people in the scene and getting their perspectives on things and just letting it grow that way. Each one teach one. We're just passing things around so that everyone can grow together and learn together.
So essentially we want to be a platform, a media platform, a space, a community space to tell the stories about breaking, to tell the stories about the heroes in breaking, right? To give transparency on all the good things that are happening here.
Yeah. And we could go on about it, on and on and on, but I think it's quite simple. Let's just all come together as a crew, as a community, and just build together. And that's what Decypher is all about, having conversations and growing.
Mad.
So
I reckon we can move on.
Yeah.
Unless you want to add anything.
No, I think that's kind of cool. I reckon you guys all get it at home. So that moves us on to our next section. After we deep dive into some guests, we deep dive into like some pretty juicy topics. We then want to also have a space for everybody to, catch on to what's happening locally. You know, so we're gonna have our eyes out. We're gonna be looking for local b-boys and b-girls. We're gonna be looking for an international kind of breaker as well, and we just want to put them forward to you. Now, this is not where we're saying like this person's better than everybody else, but we just kind of want to show like, you know, this person's killing it and they deserve some recognition, and this is the best place to do that.
Yeah, totally. You know, like and I guess that's why this is more than a podcast and it's different to a show. Like breaking is so visual. So it's really important for us to showcase that, right? Not only to discuss, like this is, I guess, behind the scenes and the back lay and the depth behind breaking, but it's still a movement. It's still a visual thing. And we want to showcase that and highlight people that have showcased really special moments in their careers in breaking.
Exactly. So that brings us into Catch the Breaks and Locals Only. And we'll be doing that every episode. So keep your eyes and ears open, ready to digest and to learn other styles.
Shout out to YouTube because that's where we'll be referencing from.
Yeah. And for those with the references, we'll be taking the links and putting them down again.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to take ownership of any of the stuff that we link. We're going to leave all that stuff in the show notes. Credit goes to all the people that are in media and are filming these things or are creating mixtapes and that kind of stuff. Like, if one wins, we all win.
Exactly.
Right?
And that's the biggest thing, I think, to think about every time you watch a show, watch an episode here. If one wins, we all win. So then that takes us into our next segment, which is also amazing. And it's something that when I was a younger b-boy, I wish I knew, especially when I was traveling.
Yeah,
you
totally.
know, because there were many times I found myself overseas and I was, you know, like one train ride away from like a gem. I didn't even know it. So check your cal. This is where we kind of not deep dive.
No, it's pretty much just a calendar of like what's the hottest jams that are happening at the moment. We'll also leave references in the show notes, and maybe later on when we have a website, we'll have an event calendar.
Yeah.
And this is just to reference all the major events that are happening around the world as well as locally in Australia and New Zealand.
Yeah. So those are ones to keep an eye out on. So that's Check Your Cow and Backyard Breaks. Look, the show is not complicated. The show is not, you know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're not trying to come across as some, you know, mad professionals.
No.
We just enjoy this and we just want to share it.
We are normal dudes that love breaking, that love to break and want to talk about it.
Exactly. So I'm super excited to take this journey with everybody behind the screens and with my boy Ty. So please stay tuned, enjoy it with us. Let us know as well. You know, we're super chill. We're always open. If you guys have anything you want us to throw out there throughout the season,
feedback, questions, people you'd like to see as guests, definitely need suggestions. Even if you got mixtapes, drops, whatever it is, like send it through. We'd love to like just keep the communication open, keep the involvement in, because like this is a community thing, right? Like, and it's about you guys. It's not really about us.
Nah, we're just a cog in the wheel.
Yeah,
you know. So
I'm pumped, bro.
Me too, man. I'm excited. It's gonna be good. We hope you all enjoy it at home, and
you all enjoy it,
and you
all enjoy it,
and catch us back whenever we drop the next ones. We're super chill about it. So,
Decypher. This is the podcast, episode 1.
Get it.
Welcome to the journey. This is our reference episode. Stay tuned for all the hottest stuff that's happening in terms of breaking news, interviews, crews, and whatever that is that's happening around the world. This is the place to be. This is the future.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good night. Have a good morning. Whenever it is you listen to us. Peace.